Hello, good morning. Welcome to Left Undone Incomplete Investigations. I'm Catherine in my new home. And so again, sorry if the microphone is a little bit echoey. I'm in a room with carpet, so hopefully this one will help. I do have new microphones, but they don't work with my Mac, but they work with my new camera, which I can't live stream with. So anyways, welcome to Left Undone. If you're new here, please say hi. And good morning and happy weekend and happy Saturday. And it's great to see everyone here. We do have a guest coming on this morning. She should pop in shortly. I know sometimes getting in here the first time, it's a little confusing. So hopefully she just click on the link. If not, I will keep my watch on for her to message me to make sure she can get in okay. Let me see, make sure I'm gonna put up, just open my messenger just in case. So how's everybody? Good to see you back on track. Finally. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so good afternoon, good morning, everyone. If you're new, please say hi and hit the like button. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm, trying to grow the channel, getting really close to 10,000 subscribers. I've been kind of out of commission the last couple months. Otherwise, I know we would have had it by now because you guys are awesome. And with my move. So yeah, Dawn Marie missed last night. We have a members only happy hour that we do 2 Fridays a month. And it's for members. So if you'd like to become a member, hit the join button. And the lowest level is $1.99. And it includes no problem. Okay, she's almost ready. She's not quite ready. No problem. Okay, I just want to tell her no problem because she's worried that we would be concerned. I have things to say, so no problem. So if you want to become part of the membership, join us. We are going to have a happy hour next Friday, members, because I owe you one. And normally it's the last Friday of the month and the last Friday of the month and the second Friday of the month. But we missed the second Friday. So this time we're going to do it 2 Fridays in a row. If that makes sense. And Kresha will be here. She said, she just messaged me. She'll be here in a few. So let's talk about other stuff for the moment. She is, if you don't know who Kresha is, she is Kay Vallow-Woodcock's daughter, adult daughter, and very much a part of this whole Lori Vallow-Daybell, Chad Daybell disaster, horrific disaster, because it's her family. So we will welcome her absolutely when she gets here. And thank you guys for being here. So California weather, how is my California weather? Well, it's nice right now. I don't know what the weather is going to be today, but probably warm. I heard it was supposed to get a little cooler next week. So we'll see. But everybody, yeah, I moved from Southern Oregon to Southern California recently. So that's what they're asking about the weather. And I don't know about, I haven't gotten my whole setup yet for my live streaming. So the lighting's probably off and this isn't the room that I plan on using, but in the meantime, we're still, I don't even have my blinds up yet. The blind guy was supposed to come yesterday and he didn't. So he's supposed to come today. And I said, don't come until this afternoon because I'm busy in the morning. So I don't need him hanging blinds where I work live streaming, right? Snow, oh my gosh, wow. Dawn Marie, winter is coming in fast, huh? That's crazy. It's only October. So good to see everyone. If you're new here, please say hi. Tell us you're new. Tell us where you're from. We have people all over the planet, from South Africa to New Zealand, Australia, of course, the United States, Canada. And it's really kind of cool that you guys all join in here for sure. There was a news article that was passed to me this morning, and I did put it on my Facebook group about Fauna Fry investigation. Basically nothing. They haven't found her. Even the police say they don't see, that when they searched her car, they didn't see anything that would indicate there was foul play. So her dad is still, you know, pounding the woods, the pavement, all over the world, basically, of Oregon, looking for her in the area and hasn't found any sign of her. Yes, Canada. Eleni's from Canada. Whoa, Canada. Go Canada. Canada in the house. Indiana in the house. Washington. Cool, guys. All over. And then California. Okay, I don't know. It's just hi from Kentucky, Fiber Sleuth, Kentucky. My mom is originally from Kentucky, a little town called Bellevue, Kentucky, across the river from Cincinnati. And my grandparents were one of the first back in the 30s to open up the Cincinnati chili parlor, chili restaurants. And they had a restaurant called the Bellevue Chili Parlor. And then from there, you know, Cincinnati chili got really famous. So that's my Kentucky roots. I still have a lot of cousins that live in Kentucky. Again, you know, across the river from Cincinnati area. So yes, please hit the like button, the thumbs up. I know we got next week, the 29th, there is still going to be Lori and Chad, the joinder hearing about them putting the cases together. Hi, Christian. Georgia gal. There you go. Here we got all these people. Another Kentucky. Kentucky. Really? Where's that? Is that really a place, or are you saying Kentucky in a different way? And Leanne has to say, this is a great guest. Let's show Kresha we are here for her. Yes, absolutely. And look at you. There's Sassy Cat from Whitehead, Northern Ireland. I want to go to Ireland so bad. We are freezing in Michigan. Hey, Ron, how are you? Not more. We got how many Kentuckys here? A lot of people from Kentucky. Central Coast in California. Love it. You guys are from everywhere. And Leanne, Eleni says absolutely. So I'm going to kind of give her the floor and let her talk. I'll have some questions for her, and I'm sure you guys will too when she comes on. And I just really appreciate that she's here. 85 in Florida, where Mary McKinnon is in Florida. It is hot. Oh, well, no, something changed, but something stayed the same. Does anybody have the exact dates? I'll find them and post them on the community page. But something changed and something stayed the same. I thought, was it the joinder that stayed on the 29th? Oh, it's hard to remember off the top of my head. Yes, Leanne is there. It's chilly over there, Leanne. Is it cold? So, anyways, I'll get all the dates and we'll post them. Hi, Charlie Girl says, welcome, Precious. So nice to have you. Yes, everybody is welcoming her, and she will be here in a few minutes. Thank you, guys. 2 degrees and 3 feet of snow in Montana. Wow, that's crazy. 3 feet of snow. That's snow. Okay, here we go. Ron knows. The joinder stayed. The motion to dismiss was moved to November 24th. Thank you, Ron. Thank you so much. So I knew that there was something. Just trying to make sure that the light's just weird in this room. I got to get my light set up and stuff again. So you guys are going to have to bear with me. I'm probably not as clear as I'd like to be as far as the lights go. But I can't tell because I'm looking through my glasses through this. Under 7 inches and 25 degrees. Whoa, you guys are freezing. Chad's motion to drop charges moved to November 24th. Nice. Yes, Sassy Cat says, thank you for the warm welcome. We are a good community for sure. I love my subscribers and members. Everybody's awesome here. Here in Amarillo, Texas, it will be snowing Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Wow. Oh, Montana's getting a blizzard. Okay, so you guys are getting all kinds of weather. What about trick or treat? Is anybody trick or treating this year? Anybody? Oh, thank you, Tamra, for being here. Thank you. And I appreciate that you love my channel. I really do. Thank you. Trying to get back on track and keep popping out videos, but the move was tough. It still is, still much still going on. It's like, I feel like it's the never ending move for real. Just the pod got picked up. So I was like, okay, now I'm actually for real here. And then, you know, but by the time I packed up there, got down here, got settled, got all the stuff I need to know. And then there's an association where I live and they have all these weird rules, which I've had associations before and they're good and bad. But I have 90 days to figure out what I'm going to do with my backyard. I have to submit plans with colors and pictures and what I'm going to do. So it's like, oh, I just want my blinds up first so I don't have these temporary. I got the temporary Home Depot blinds, but they kind of aren't that good because my windows are really big and high. So I like tape them to the window and they're just, it's just bad. I just want to like, relax, you know? Indiana is getting rain and storms and is in the 40s. Wow, you guys are having winter already. I wonder if it's going to be a long winter. I'll bet you we're going to have kind of a crazy, like, is there going to be a lot of snowstorms and blizzards across the U.S.? Love all your content and hard research. Thank you very much. Crime me a river. That's awesome. I love that name. I like your channel name. That's awesome. Yes, Kari, they do. They keep falling down. I was like, forget it. I got one kind of halfway up on this window. It's not even worth having up, but it's stuck to the window. And most of the time I'm like, ugh. But the way my house is angled, it's good. It's like there's nowhere that you can see right direct in. It's all kind of off to the side or the back. So, and the back of my house is open desert. So it's not, there's not like a house behind me. Snow is a dirty 4-letter word. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Well, you know, years ago we lived in Chicago and when I was in high school and my dad was like, I'm getting out of here because he was born and raised in Greece, right? Where he lived in a Mediterranean climate. And so the first time he had a business trip to California, he was like, that's it. This is where we're going. It reminds me of Greece. We're moving here. We're never going to leave. And sure enough, he found that, got himself promoted at work, transferred to Southern California. I was a sophomore in high school and he never left. He was adamant. Like he loved California. It just reminded him of Greece. Southern California. He said, I'm never going to shovel snow again. But we had some blizzard. What is a blizzard of 79 in the Midwest? You remember that, you guys? Hi, Isabel. Blizzard of 79 was crazy. We were out of school, I think, for like a month. It was insane. And then the next winter is when we moved. We left. 78 and cloudy in Arizona as I wait in line at the post office. 78 and cloudy. That's a nice day there, right? Are you in like Phoenix area? You are in Alaska, 79. Oh, yeah. You live in the suburbs of Chicago? Yeah, we were in the suburbs of Chicago too. We were in Glen Ellen. Thank you, Audrey, for the donation. Happy New Home. Thank you very much. It helps, believe me. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, every minute I'm like, oh, I got to buy this. Oh, crap, I need that. Oh, I need this. You know, every time I turn around. My washer and dryer isn't here yet either. I bought them at Home Depot, but they're supposed to be delivered tomorrow, which I'm completely running out of clothes, so they need to get delivered. So I want to wash my clothes. My friend was here last night. She's like, why don't you go to the laundromat? I'm like, I don't want to go to the laundromat. Well, I mean, I could, but they'll be here tomorrow, so I think I'll make it. Emily's in the mountains in North Georgia. Happy birthday to Mary. Oh, wow, wait, hold on, here we go. Hello and happy birthday, Mary. Mary, happy birthday. We didn't know it was your birthday. I hope you're enjoying your birthday and having a nice day. Aw, so nice. Look at, see, we got so many people that have made friends and became such a close community. I'm really happy about it. Thank you. And, you know, and Elizabeth says hello to Ron. You're welcome, Mary. So sweet. Oh, hello from the UK. Thanks for being here. How's your weather in the UK? Since we're killing a little time, we're talking weather and waiting for Kresha when she gets here. And I hope I say her name right. I'm so bad. You guys know I mispronounce everything, so she can correct me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, Eleni, we do. We have a great community. Leah. Well, without my channel, I guess you wouldn't have met. Maybe you would have on another channel. I don't know. But nice to be part of it. Emily, we are like a little crime solving and justice for everyone family here. That's right. Perfect. Perfect description. Crime solving and justice for everyone. I love it. Kresha, I'm saying it right? Okay. Good. Good, good, good. I asked Google and Google said something else. And I was like, I don't think you're right, Google. I think I'm going to stick with what I'm saying. I know April Parker's been MIA. I do believe she's okay, last I heard, but I don't know where she is. She's been MIA. No, I don't know. Let me turn. Sorry, I'm playing with my thing because I feel like this whole side of my face is dark, like in the Web Sleuths brought you here over to this channel or just here in general on crime. Oh, where's my rooster? My rooster is with my son and my daughter-in-law because they were living with me up there. So they stayed there and they kept their chickens and roosters. And I'm telling you, I have one cat and one dog now. And I do miss the eggs, and the chickens were so funny. Like you walk outside and they kind of run after you and stuff like, hey, hi. But it's a lot of work and a lot of mess. And, you know, I think it's better. It's better just to have my dog, my cat, and my mother, who makes up for a few roosters. Just kidding. Aloha from the big island of Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii. We were supposed to go a year ago and didn't get to go because of coronavirus. Oh, the Vallow case brought you here. Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. That's what I started out with and really was like Vallow case. So we're still our main case on this channel. Definitely our main case on the channel. Yeah, we're all excited that she's going to be here. Thank you, Isabel. Any other new cases out there? Anything popping up that's really interesting? I know we still got the ongoing Suzanne Morphew. And is there anything out there? Oh, your cruise got canceled today because of the coronavirus. I'm not shocked, but we will reschedule when it's safer. You know, my daughter won tickets to Iceland last year on Ellen. And it looks like they might not even be able to go now because they can't go and they have to schedule it by a certain date. And then if they can't go, if it doesn't open up by then they just lose the tickets from Iceland. Scott Peterson, yes. I can't believe they're going to go back to court with all that crap. Oh, yeah. We'll definitely follow that because that was always a big case, and it's going to be really interesting. I can't imagine that her family has to sit through another whole trial and And no, I have not heard from Gumshoe Grandma at all. I've not seen her. You were the first or one of the very first to be on this case. Thanks. I know I did. Right in January, as soon as I heard about it is when I started making, there you go. Somebody answered a question. Yes, that was his birth name. Okay. Good morning. It's so unfair, the Scott Peterson thing. I know, and it's all because of a crappy juror that wanted their own day in the sun, apparently. It's really messed up. I'm wondering if Chad and Lori's cases will be joined. I think it should be. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. They were in this together. They were in Hawaii together. They knew where the kids were missing together. I think it should be joined. It's too hard on families to sit through 2 different trials. For the greater good, they should be changed. Not for them, but for the greater good. They should be joined. I don't think that there's any reason that they shouldn't be. You know, it saves taxpayer money, saves the family heartache and grief and watching something more than once. It saves a lot. So, and they were together. It wasn't like they weren't together. It wasn't like they both, what was it? It was her kids and it was Chad's yard. So pretty much to me means they knew together, everything together. Right? Yeah, I don't know anything about her. I have not seen Gumshoe Grandma at all. Maybe she's just, hopefully she's well. Hopefully she's well. What about Mark Mean's tweet? Yeah, he's an idiot. What is this business that he doesn't have the same resources that the prosecution has? Well, okay. That's why you're a criminal defense attorney. You need to be prepared and have resources. Maybe you should go back to being what? What was he, a bankruptcy attorney? I don't know. Civil? Scott Peterson's penalty phase redo. Okay, and then maybe a new trial, right? Ugh. Ugh. Let's see. Lots of her subscribers are concerned, and there's nobody that has an email or anything to her. Any way to get a hold of her? Where does she live in the country? Is she down where the hurricanes were or anything like that? I know it. Let's see. They said last night that Lori made several statements on phone to be used as evidence, and they can't use that against Chad, so that may keep them from joining. It's so weird. I really hope they join him. I really do. Man, Mark Means is like a big kid tweeting like that. If Scott Peterson gets a lesser sentence, he'll be able to move to any California prison. Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Somebody said, okay, I think she released a video last week. She lives in Florida. Okay, so only a week? That's not bad. Maybe she's busy. Mama D, my friends. I want them to have separate cases. We would find out more. Dr. Mark Means the state will always have more money. That's why you don't swim in the deep end with floaties. I think these people are dumb enough to have conversations on burner phones with stupid, obvious codes. Yeah, they are pretty dumb. They are pretty dumb as far as criminals go, for sure. They thought they were smarter than other people, but not really. Not even close. Nobody thinks that Scott's going anywhere. It's just going to be another big old redo. Hopefully it'll be a redo of being guilty if it gets that far. Let's see, Viking says, how does it work if they find evidence to support separate murders? Chad's wife, neighbor, and Lori's husband. Yeah, those would have to be all different trials, right? Thank you, Eleni, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. My $5 donation. Really, really, really appreciate you. You are awesome. You're one of the best supporters of my channel. Thank you very much. Okay, now somebody said Gumshoe Grandma's Gumshoe Graham's last video was September 1st. Okay, that's a while because we're at the end of October now. Let's see. Charlie Girl says the last video I see pasted on Gumshoe Grandma's channel is a month ago. And I think Mark Means is trying to get dismissed from the case because Lori is broke and he's not getting paid. Why else would he be calling out the state star witness on Twitter? Well, and some people that know law say he's skating on thin ice. Like, that's probably not really a good thing to be doing. Does he want to lose his law license? Tracy just looked at her channel. Okay. Huh. Well, now we got to worry about Gumshoe Graham. She needs to come and tell us that she's okay. Let's see. There's another YouTuber that went off on her channel pretty bad around that time, but cannot remember who it was. No, Snow Webs on Gumshoe Grandma's channel. Really? Do you think she just said, screw it? Not worth it? Right? I know we're talking about 20 things at once. I love it. Works well. Multitasking conversation. Means is desperate. The rat's photo was saying for people to rat out Lori, in my opinion. Isabel, thank you. Oh, thank you. Love you and your devotion for the truth, Kathy. Thank you, Isabel. Very much appreciate the donation. Thanks so much. Yeah, I hope she's okay. When Mark Means sent out that Twitter, it made me realize that Chad must not be paying for his wife's attorney. He was paying for it when they were in Hawaii. Oh, yeah. He's probably worried about his own defense at this point. I mean, Pryor's not going to do something for free. I don't see that guy working for free at all. Maybe she's in YouTube jail. Yeah, it could be. That happens, you know. We get put in YouTube jail. I got put in YouTube jail for putting an old movie of us when we were 3 years old. And I was like 3 years old. My brother was 1. And I was making a family. I got all our old 8mm DVDs, or not DVDs, 8mm films put on digital. And I made a video, like I do, for my family to see all the old home movies. And I put music to it and everything. And because there was me and my brother in a bathtub at 3 years old and 1 year old from the 1960s, I got put in YouTube jail because you cannot put naked children on YouTube. Like, it was me. I was 3. I mean, it was just like my little butt getting in the tub, you know? I wouldn't do it now. You don't want to see that, but it was crazy. So I went to YouTube jail for a little bit, a couple months. So I do put you in YouTube jail. Let's see. Yeah, seriously. Crazy. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Does she have like an email address? Does anybody know her email address? I can email her. It might be in her description somewhere on one of her videos, what her email address is. Who's Lori's lawyer? Mark Means. Mark Means. Cray. Mark Means. Little bit of a blaster on Twitter. Not really the most appropriate person on the planet. Doesn't know that he's supposed to stand up before a judge. That Mark Means. So we're still waiting for Kresha. Hopefully she'll be here soon. She said she was running late. And No, you didn't, Tracy. We're still waiting for her. She's gonna be here. She did message me a little bit ago asking for more time, so it's all good. We're just gonna wait, and we are talking about everything right now. So what else? So Scott Peterson, Lori Mark Means, Gumshoe Graham. Oh, you know why, Isabel? Because I have to get more members in order to make more emojis. I'm right around 100 members, and it only gives me so many emojis based on how many members I have. So Viking American's going to go feed the cat. We need a Left Undone shirt that says Classy, Sassy Crime Investigators. Yeah, that would be cool. Classy, Sassy Crime Investigators. Yeah, I know. You guys got to join because these guys want more emojis. So, you know, it's $1.99 a month to make their world happier with emojis. I'm waiting. Although, you know, we did have kind of a lull and we missed some happy hours and stuff. So maybe some people quit for a little bit until I got back on track, but we're back on track now. So if you want to join, it would be a good time. We can have more emojis. Now my cat is meowing for some reason. He does not like when I'm behind closed doors. Let's see. I need that Kool-Aid and Mark Means emoji. We do. Now you got to round up your friends here to more friends to join Left Undone. You know, okay. You know, Lori is freaking out. Chad has Chad cut her off. She's used her husband taking care of her. Maybe that's why motion to get their trials tried together was lack of money was motivation. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, Ziggy behave. He's outside. I might have to let him in because he's very bossy for a cat. Here's Mark Means, liar, liar. Yep. They do hate closed doors. I mean, he absolutely does not want to be able to not get where I am. Like, why would you close the door, lady? Where is it's Robbie? I don't know. He comes and goes. What mods do I have here? Do I have any mods here? My mods are missing. Is Jessica here? Melissa? My mods are MIA. Robbie's not here. All right, cool. Does he put his paws on the door? Yeah. He will scratch, but like bang on the door. I'm trying to see. Let's see. Oops. No mods. We can do what we want. I'm running with scissors right now, naked. Behave. Behave. Let's see. Mama D. I had to take a 30-day break. COVID politics, dumbbell and shallow, fires, riots. Too annoying, having a difficult time. Yeah, right? It's like sometimes you just have to step away. Yeah, I don't think, and you know what's weird is because I'm in StreamYard, I can't make you a mod right now. That's kind of one of the problems with StreamYard is making someone a mod is it doesn't have the same capability. I could probably wonder if I went on with my phone at the same time and went on there and on here. Let's see. your channel live. Oh, shh. I see a commercial. Where's the yeah, that's not gonna work either. I don't know. I'm lost. Melissa Polk is here. Okay, good. Hi, Melissa. Okay, I couldn't remember. I thought maybe she said hi in the beginning, and then I was like, wait, what happened to her? You're scared of the clown and sensible crime. That's funny. She's always got sensible things to say, that clown. No, didn't miss me. You didn't miss her. She asked me for a little more time, and she was going to be late. And that was about a little while ago. That was about 30 minutes ago. So I'm hoping she'll show up soon. If not, you know, if she can't, she can't. But hopefully she does. Let's see. So you haven't missed her. Oh, there's Melissa. Hey, Melissa. All right. I was just wondering where my mods were. Lori wants them joined so Chad can see her. She thinks he will fall right back in thrall. Possibly. I wouldn't be surprised. She probably thinks so. Like once he sees me, he'll be all about me again. Will she wear the mask with Chad there? I don't know. Yeah, Mary. Yes, just making sure you guys are behaving. She might not want. She might want to get her red lipstick on again for that case if what's his butt's going to be there, Chad. You know. Isabel. I'm sensible. My skin is sensible. Get away with your scissors. Self-care. Can't skip it. I knew the Coxes, so I'm brokenhearted and just sad. Oh, so you knew them personally? That is hard. That's tough. To know any of the people personally is really makes it so much more, not that it's not real to the rest of us, but really makes it that much more real, I would think, you know. Yes, don't forget, Kathy had a lot of bad experiences. Sensible crime. Robbie, yes, when I see the picture of Chad with the ukulele, I want to assault him in some very creative ways. Tracy, my husband's trying to back our new trailer into the side driveway. I got to go watch. Be right back. Yeah, make sure he doesn't crash into your house. Lori's the, stays on the case. Lori's the ham joker, hamburglar. Lori wants it joined to show Chad her body is worth $1 million in attorney's fees. He does. He makes me want to throw a punch him too, for real. I got in trouble. I got reported for saying that on one of the things. I said I'd like to throat punch Chad, and I got reported to YouTube. I got in trouble for that. Right, for saying I wanted to throat punch him. Not YouTube, Facebook, on Facebook. You should be very careful with your words around these parts. Right between the eyes. Everybody's getting very violent. Yeah, I did. I got in trouble for saying I wanted to throat punch on Facebook. Somebody reported it, I guess, as a violent comment. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen out here in social media world. Like what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do, what you're allowed to say, what you're not allowed to say. When you say something that someone said something to you about, and then they get mad at you. I mean, it's just a little crazy. Well, I hope Kresha's okay, and I hope she finds her way here, because I'm like, I didn't really come up with any new material for the day. We've talked about weather. We've talked about countries. We've talked about where we're at. We've talked about Lori and Chad. We've talked about Scott Peterson. And what else? Do you only get in trouble if someone tattletale report you? I think so on Facebook. I think it's like got to be somebody had to have reported it. I don't think Facebook just went, oh, look, she said she wanted to throw punch someone. Someone probably reported it. I got some enemies out there for some reason. Guess we all do. Any creator, channel, group have enemies. So, I did not know Chad though. So if I didn't live something so much, I would like to shove that up his arse. Inmates will do that. Mm-hmm. Let's hope they do. Right. Trolls and jealousy and that kind of stuff for sure. Does she know I'm live right now? She should, because I told her my live was at 10:30, and I scheduled her to come on right at 10:30, and she just sent me a message right about 10:30 asking for a little bit more time, that she was running late. So maybe she's out and about or something, trying to get back home. If anyone is offended that I'd like to throat punch a murderer, they can let me know, right? Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, you're gonna report me for saying I want, maybe it was Emma. Don't throat punch my daddy. Donna told off Linda. Now, here she comes. I saw that Donna throat punched Linda. I mean, throat punch. She didn't throat punch her. I heard that Donna told her off, and I didn't see it. So I'm going to add Kresha to the stream right now, you guys.
I'm trying.
Hi, Kresha.
Hey, guys. I don't know how to do my camera right now, so y'all I'm sorry.
Fix it. You're fine.
Oh my God, my little thing just broke. Y'all, I'm gonna make y'all dizzy.
It's okay. Take a look at me for a minute.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it just doesn't look right. Well, my hand, hey. And then I can't make this lean down because it broke. The little spring.
Oh no. Out. You prop it or something?
I guess I'm gonna have to. That's not a good
look. I know, it's like the angle, you want the right angle.
I need an easel. Where are all my easels? I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
God. You want me to take you off of this until you get back? You're fine.
Do what?
I can put you off of the screen until you get back.
That'll work.
Okay, I'll be here. Don't leave though.
I promise I won't.
All right, we'll talk amongst ourselves, but she's here, you guys, poor thing. She's like, oh no, this broke. We'll get her back on as soon as she looks situated. I can see down here, there's another little screen that has, her there. So, so what else, you guys, while we're waiting? Let's see. Viking American says, I didn't see that. I figured she didn't want Tylee to know she was broke. Part of the murder motive. Okay, I missed something. Hey, good morning, Kathy. It's just a crazy morning, so you really aren't late. Kresha's just getting here, actually. So, I'm sorry, I can't remember who Kay Easton Trahan is. Yes, she is Kay's daughter. Kresha is Kay's daughter. And she is here, but she's getting her camera off set up right now. Kay Woodcock's daughter, Kresha. Let's see. Yes, Eleni. Kresha is Kay's daughter. My mom's good. If you're asking about my mom, she's good. She's settling in. And yeah, we do want to know what about this. We might have to talk about this. I would like to know why Donna would chew out Linda. That's interesting. Sure, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's nice to have more than just me talking, because sometimes I'm like, okay, now what am I going to talk about? So it is nice to have, plagiarism. What kind of what did she plagiarize? This sounds like an interesting thing. And yes, she was JJ's auntie. Yes, JJ's auntie is who our guest is, and she's Kay's daughter. Oh, okay, thank you. I would like to see that. I would like to see that. Okay, let me see if she sort of maybe looks ready. I can't tell. Okay, I'm gonna add you in, okay? No, yes? I can't hear you until all right.
No.
Okay, are you better? I think you're better.
Better. I don't think I'll ever be just normal. No, we've evacuated twice. I mean, for once. I stayed for the second one. And I mean, just nothing. See, nothing. How do I even get? Okay.
There you go.
Right. Nothing's right. Nothing.
It's been 2020. It's year 2020.
I call it the trauma tour 2020. And I'll get to get one day.
Yeah. How's your mom and Larry doing?
Kind of quiet. Just needing time, I guess, just to absorb it all. And
so much.
We're just kind of, I don't know, we're all just kind of floating, it feels like.
Yeah.
I mean, we went through it was such a, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just like being sucker punched. Back to back to back to back to back to back to back. It was blow after blow after blow. And you're just like, you couldn't even, realize what happened or process it even. And then you were like, oh, this, it was panic mode for what, 15, 16 months, basically,
Yeah.
And then now it's like you don't know where you fit in, it's like hard to relate with the people here. I mean, especially when this was first happening in our town where we're all from, I mean, I had so much on my mind and I had nobody to talk to besides my fiance, and I just needed an outsider,
Right.
And so I go to the Dollar General right there, and just, they're very friendly and stuff. And they'd ask me, how I'm doing. And I was like, oh, not good, and I would just kind of talk to strangers, just pour it out, and I was like, have you heard? And then I sounded crazy saying it. I was like, have you heard of the Doomsday 144,000 chick, da-da-da. I felt stupid for saying it. I felt like they think I'm crazy. And I'm not a crazy one.
You're not crazy, but they are. And so when you talk about them, it sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy. So I know I can kind of relate with, because I mean, Uncle Charles was the first one to really come out with all that, I mean, I can kind of see where you're a little, I guess you're not taken seriously, I mean, it's like, okay, when you're trying to tell the story, and I'm like, just look it up if you haven't heard.
Right, there's thousands of videos and articles.
Yeah, it's a Wikipedia. There's all kinds of things,
Yeah. So when your mom first started worrying about JJ being missing, did you guys all panic from the beginning and worry, or did you think, oh, Lori's just being a jerk, at first?
Let me turn this up. I remember, like, I met my mom at the there's a casino around here, and I went to go get my hair done, which I haven't had done in a long time, as you can see. But I'd gone to the salon there, and my mom came and met me. And this was after Uncle Charles was murdered, and then she we waited for the ashes and everything, and we threw together that a memorial service that, I mean, we did really good with what we had. We just slammed it together, and it was a nice turnout, but it was awkward, because it was just like, no, but we just didn't say anything.
Right. Was Lori there?
Do what?
Was Lori there?
I wish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and of course not, though, right? Yeah. No. She was already off doing her thing.
She can't taste blood. Anyways, let me not make any threats right here. I mean, we all, I'll sit here and be the first one to talk some mad shit, but I say I'm all talk, but I mean, I have to really be pushed to the limit, and then I'm like, especially when it's involving my family. But I remember whenever she was first locked up, I was like, Mom, Larry, I said, I'm just going to go catch a little charge, just a little charge, put me in jail. I was like, I won't touch her. I swear I won't touch her. I said, but I'll make her ears bleed. Yeah. Because I will be like, where are they at? Is it worth $1 million? I will never shut up. And then a little karma came around and slapped me in the butt like it usually does. I have insta karma. Like, I don't know.
Really? You're one of those, just like, boom.
Big time. I'm like, ha, and then I'm like, bam, whatever. But my ear started bleeding. Like, I don't know. It was weird. So I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
Never mind.
I'm just all talk. This. I just talk a lot of mad stuff.
Yeah.
But, no, but at the salon, my mom came at me, and she was, I want to say, conversing with Lori via text, at that moment. And I was like, invite her. She said, I don't want her to come. I said, she's not going to show up.
Right.
Okay. But just put it out there. Put it in black and white. Put it in text. I was just like, she's not coming. And I said, if she does, good.
Good. Right.
Yeah, good. The more the merrier.
Right. Then you get to look at her in the face.
I mean, she could have recruited a couple folks, but we're not that stupid. I'm sorry. Not that anybody's stupid, but.
Right.
Well, in a way, I feel gullible because we believed her for so long.
At first, yeah. I mean, who would ever imagine, though? Like,
nobody.
Right? She like believed her because a normal person wouldn't do what happened. So how do you even wrap your mind around the fact that somebody could be that?
I still cannot.
Right. I mean, and then the look in court when she walked past him with it, and like, and
my mom has always had that evil Jedi stare, and I've always told her about it. And I'm like, oh my God, Mom. I'm like, you're giving me that look. And she's like, what look? I don't have a look. And I was like, and then they showed it, and I said, that's the look, the death stare. I mean, she was like, but I mean, I can't believe how smug she was. And so I want to say at that point in time, I just came to grips with myself, and I was like, okay, I'm a realist, and I'm not going to allow her to control. I'm trying not to. I'm not saying that, in all of this stuff does not dictate my moods or how I feel or my family. It hurts. It hurts.
Oh, yeah.
And, but I'm not going to give her the power.
Right.
I don't give a damn if she ever admits to it. I don't care. I don't care. I know, and she knows. We all know And I'm not the one that has to live with that. I'm not a judge. I'm not the judge. Um, I'm not God. My God's the judge. I don't know what her gods do, but
Yeah.
anyways, I just pray. I do pray, and so does my family. During the evacuation, we had talked about. Me and my other uncle had talked about it. And I was like, I feel bad for saying this. I said, but I don't hate her. I don't. I can't. I mean, I'm just disgusted and just she's somebody I used to know. She no longer exists. That person died.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like it's so I know that my job as a Christian is to forgive her or I can't say I don't forgive her yet.
Well, that's a work
Praying
in
for
progress.
that, and I know hopefully one day it'll come. But that's I believe God gave us his only son, and he died for our sins. And so had that not happened, then we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here.
Right.
So I can't, go against God. I mean, he wants all his children, and Lori and Chad are his children.
Yeah.
and
Yeah. It's hard to wrap, again, another, just hard to wrap your mind around that.
it's a constant struggle too. I mean, you're always struggling. I'm always, I'm always searching. I am searching for meaning behind it, where they got it from, why, the whys, I guess, the WTFs, and everything else in between. I guess that's my way of coping, and that's my way of wrapping my head around it, like, and then I'm like, maybe I don't want to know. And I've
Yeah.
gotten to know about that point, and I'm like, it's dangerous. You know, um, they're in some thick, bad stuff
Right.
with a lot of people. Um,
Scary. Yeah.
so, I mean, and it sucks because you can't really, my family died and they were murdered for something so senseless, something so sinister and senseless, and just, there's no word. I have not found the word to describe, but I mean, it's worse than diabolical. Actually, the only way, and this is going to sound weird, but I don't know how to express my words right now or since this happened. So bear with me. But I feel that what they did was so horrible that even the devil puts his head down in shame.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, he's just like, ugh. Like I don't know.
No, yeah, I get it. Because
It,
it's like the
I
most
don't know
horrible
how
thing that
low
can
you
happen.
can go. It's,
Yeah, it's awful. I mean, I'm like, for me, I just like when I really think about it, talk about the case, but when I really think about it, I'm like, uh, there's no words. There's
yeah.
no words.
I mean,
You know?
all I have to do now is, have a memory, of red pajamas. That's a trigger. I mean, I'm JJ when they found JJ in his red pajamas, and I mean, I watch testimonies over and over and over again. I do, and I read things over and over again because I don't always catch everything because,
Yeah,
it's so much information and it's coming from all directions, and you're just trying to stay in the know. And then I'm like, I don't really have to, because this is not my job.
right.
However, this is my family, and that's my nephew, and that is my uncle. And Tylee, look, I wasn't close to Tylee. I'm closer to Tylee in death than I ever was with her in life. But I respect that brave girl. She's a hero to me because how she was with JJ is exactly how I am with my brother, which is JJ's dad.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm protective. I'm 8 years older than him. I'm motherly. when he has the issue, he comes to me. We go to each other, and it's I love him. I
Yeah.
mean, and we all f up,
Right.
and it sucks that yes, they lost him one time, but they lost him twice. You know, and I mean that weighs a lot on my mom too. That weighs a lot on Larry. That weighs a lot on my brother and Mandy. JJ's mom.
Fire mom.
She's
Yeah.
about lost all her hair. Like she's stressed out.
Yeah.
And,
Because I can imagine they start the whole guilt of what choices they made starts eating them up too, thinking
well,
what
they
should.
already beat themselves up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we are our own worst critic.
We are.
Well, with the exception of Lori. I don't think she really sees anything wrong in what she does. But I mean, Todd is a good person. Mandy's a good person. They just had a toxic relationship that, drugs, and
Right.
and then of course when you lose a child, you know, which they know now, and I mean they know it was best for him to be there, and he was loved, and that there's a picture of my Uncle Charles and Todd. And I loved it. That was the first time I got to see my brother since Kanan or JJ was a baby, like reunite with him. And he was so nervous. Todd was so nervous. And JJ was just like, hey, Todd, and I mean, he was just all over the place. And one of Todd's memories with me, he shares this with me. He said Todd had went to Mom and Larry's and JJ was there. And he said, Kresha, he said, my son was sitting at the other end of the table staring at me, and he had Kool-Aid and chocolate milk, and he had two straws, and he was like, so where's your family, Todd? And my brother was just like, you're my family. But he couldn't say that. But I mean, he was just like, my brother, this has touched him. I mean, I was so worried about him at first. I didn't even tell him that our uncle was murdered. Because I was like, nope, not about to have my brother go to prison for life. But that would make a full circle. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not right. But I'm proud of him. He struggled. We all struggle, and then not having Mom and Larry around here, and then the coronavirus, and my fiance was 24 hours away from losing his life in February, right as coronavirus was coming out of Wuhan. I mean, I looked up at the TV, and we're on the pulmonary floor, and I was like, "Are y'all worried about that?" Look, I was doing my Vallow-Daybell chart, the web of lies or whatever the hell, and I was sitting in the hospital drawing that chart, and the nurse was like, "Oh, she kind of heard about it." But when the coronavirus broke or whatever, I was like, "Are y'all worried about that?" She was like, "Nah, not at all." But Jason had to have thoracotomy.
Oh wow.
And he's a freak of nature. I swear to God, thank God.
Oh my God.
But we're thankful because had it not been that exact timing, he would not have had the best surgeon, maybe, due to coronavirus. Because I mean, this doctor goes between Lake Charles and Houston a lot. So this surgeon was awesome. They removed the lower portion of his right lung. And then we came home to 4 kids and coronavirus and school lockdown. And my kids just went back to school this week, Monday.
Oh, really? Yeah. Overwhelming. You are having them home and all that. My sister has elementary kids, and she is just like, oh,
Whoa.
uh-oh.
I can't. It's going clack, clack, clack. It's making a weird noise.
Okay. No problem.
My chair turned too at the same time.
So back before Lori got into this weird, like crazy mode, did you feel like she was a completely normal person? When her and Charles were first married, and or
No, I
her
thought she
whole
was
life?
like, now I look back and I'm like, she was on something.
Really?
Nobody can be that high on life every damn day. I'm sorry. You got to have a period cramp or something every now and then. I mean, like earlier, just trying to get to this, I tripped, and I was like, God dang it, I mean, it just, nobody,
Right.
I don't, and she kind of, it's like she's manic,
Yeah.
but all the time. But then Ashlyn, my little girl, she's 14, and she was closest with JJ, Uncle Charles, Lori, Kylie. She would go, spend 2 weeks in Hawaii, and they'd always go. She'd always hop a plane with my mom, and they would go and have fun.
Yeah.
And Uncle Charles used to do that with me when I was a kid. Like we'd go to Astroworld, and he was fun. We'd go when he lived in Dallas. We went to San Antonio. I remember going to the Alamo with him, and then we went to JR's ranch. That show. The starts with a D.
Oh, Dallas.
Hello. Yeah.
Oh, so we went to the real, like, actual set or the ranch where it's took place?
Yeah, like South Fork Ranch.
Oh, okay.
We just, went and took pictures in front. And at one point in time, me and my mom and my stepdad at the time, Todd's dad, we had moved to Austin. So I got to see them. I think he was married to Kim at that time. Yeah, because I was so young, and I'm sorry. And they had a swimming pool, and it had concrete on the bottom. Are y'all seeing that? Are y'all seeing my messages?
No.
Okay, good. They were like, "Let's Undone sucks." No, I'm just kidding. I didn't see that. No, there'd be a lynching.
We can't do it. They can say anything they want. We can't do it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, but I remember being so little, and like I stayed in the shallow part of the pool, and I was only a child, so I had to entertain myself. And I remember just how you kind of just bob and weave and whatever, and my toes bled from the concrete on the pool. I remember that one. But I remember having to be a flower girl in that wedding, and y'all had like a bowl cut with the little, oh my gosh, my cousin Jonathan was the ring bearer. And anyways, I can't get this right. Where is my camera?
I know it's opposite of what you think, so it always makes me crazy because I'll be like, "Oh,
I know. Looking up here.
Yeah.
I look like I'm staring off space.
Yeah. For real. I remember that day that the bodies were found in Chad's yard, and then it was on the news. Somebody, one of my subscribers messaged me, and they're like, "They're digging Chad's backyard up," and I was like, "What?" And so then I messaged Marilyn, and she's like messaging, Kay and Larry, and it just seems like everything just at once. We all at the same time. What did you think while they were? Before they actually found the bodies, when they were digging, did you really think that was going to lead to this?
Did I really think what?
It was going to actually lead to them finding JJ and Tylee?
I mean, I knew eventually, yes.
Yeah.
I knew that they had been gone, though. I mean, I had felt it. I just didn't share it,
Yeah.
I would show my mom or tell my mom things that I would, whatever, dream about. But the last dream I had was like right before Christmas, right as the story broke. It was like my daughter's birthday, December 23rd. And we had went to a Mexican restaurant and, to celebrate her and my son, Zach, really. They're December 23rd and January 1st. So we just kind of, and we weren't really in a celebrating mood, with not knowing where the kids are. And, really, my mom and Larry were pretty tight-lipped, you know, at that point, you know. Mom has always been like that. She's it's a protection type of thing, you know, like there's no need to worry anybody else, you know, until it's time. And then, you know, but anyway, so the story, you know, broke, and it just went apeshit after that. I don't know if I was coming or going, and I mean, I relived that a lot, you know. Like I know I wasn't there, and I wouldn't, but I mean, it's like even the word murder sounds so it just doesn't sit right. It just I've said murder before. I've been like red rum, you know. I mean, I have a morbid sense of humor. I'm quite funny, you know. I can, and I'm glad I have that already. And you know, my family's like that too. Thank God, y'all. When my mom used to go on trips on, you know, planes or whatever, she'd give me her itinerary. I'm on flight number yada yada yada, and I swear. Anyways, just saying, you know, I would be like, "Oh, so you still have that life insurance policy, right?" You know, and she'd be like, "Yeah." And I mean, it was just our thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Right.
care.
I know, because everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's terrible. You know, we did that. But we're going to
We talked about it.
okay, we thought it makes sure we got that in place just in case, because I would get that money if it happens.
Yeah.
Just,
Some people take it seriously.
yeah, no. You know, that dark sense of humor, I get it.
I just never like, who in the hell? I just don't understand all the cracks that they fell through. I know now why. I mean, it's God's plan, you know, and that's the religious me, you know. But as far as real, you know, here on earth and dealing with law and everything else, you know, I'm really disappointed in the police with that. You know, there's going to be some things that they're going to have to change, modify. Um, not it's like a stigma, you know. I mean, okay, so the guy can be abused too, you know. I mean, they're abused too. I've heard of chicks, you know, like beating themselves with a sock, putting a whatever in a sock and hitting themselves, which I guess Alex might have done too, because who clocked him? It wasn't Uncle Charles. So who hit him in the back of the head?
Right?
You know, where did his boo boo come from?
Right.
I want to know that. But anyways, see how I can just go off.
No, but it's true. I mean, that was when I first started following the case. The first thing I found was about the day that Charles was shot, and I was like, this just didn't add up. This was before I knew anything. You know, I mean, kids were missing. Husband was shot not too long before, and that's all we knew. And I started, you know, watching the news clips and stuff, and I'm like, this just doesn't add up. It just doesn't. We didn't even know anything at that point.
No, we didn't either. And I mean, it just kept coming at us full force, y'all. I'm telling you, we got some work to do. You know, I mean, it really does screw with your entire world. Like my parents are not the same. And they have 17 other grandkids, you know. I mean, we're step, but we've been together for over 20 years, you know. That's my dad. And but you know, it's just like that was my only nephew. I always wanted to be an aunt. Always. You know, I've always dreamed I would be, and you know, kind of like having the wedding and anyways. But you know, I have awesome aunts and uncles who are amazing. Charles being one of them.
Yeah.
And you know, that was kind of not taken away from me, but I kind of lost that role whenever he was adopted. Kind of as he got older, I have video of him saying, "Hey, Aunt Kresha." He would say, "Kresha." He sounded like a little Sean Connery a little bit. He was like, or he'd just be like, "No," But I mean, that kid he was a riot. He was a riot, and he was fast. Like my son has ADHD, and I said, "Zach, he makes you look like a snail." Like a lot of pictures I have of him, there's a blur. It's a flash. It's a blur.
Right.
He was always moving. He was on to the next thing. I have a picture of him on top of a freezer that they had taken a long time ago. He was standing up there, I think, with a paintbrush. A very tall, big freezer. And so it brought me to, I posted that on Facebook, not long ago. And I'm just like, yet she deemed him a zombie whenever he climbed up on her refrigerator and cabinet. Anyways,
But he was just.
it's all made up. It's all just, however it fits into me.
Right.
There's no I in team, but there is a Lori. There's
Well,
an M.
how it works for her. Yeah.
I mean, she's wow.
Yeah.
And I don't think that when people are like, "Well, Chud's the leader," it's not a freaking race. They all suck. Every one of them. Everyone. I don't. All of them. Anybody who participated, affiliated, associated, to me, their hands are bloody.
Mm-hmm.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Right.
And they all need to.
Yeah.
They all need to. Just.
There's a question.
God will take care of that. God will take care of it. That's
right. That's right. Right. But we're impatient down here. Wow.
It's like going into deep thought mode, like get to the battlefield in my eyes. But again, at the end of the day, I wish no harm.
Just
I don't wish anything ill on them. I just pray that they find my God.
Yeah.
God. I hope that they find him and they repent and find salvation. And
that would be
the rest. I didn't write that story. I have to be accountable for my own mistakes and my own choices. So everybody else needs to be too. But
what do you
life, huh?
Do you what Stephanie? What are your thoughts as to why no murder charges yet?
I don't know. I wonder the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea. Like, I know that I mean, I don't know this for fact, but I mean, I find things out, and we find things out just like y'all do. It's not like, hey,
you're not.
Just like waking up that morning on June 9th, which was my Uncle Bobby's birthday, the baby brother, and Jason had his phone. It was like 7, whatever, in the morning, and y'all, I am not a morning person. I have an alarm clock. It's 85 decibels. Okay, I still, it will lull me back to sleep. I'm not a morning. I'm up. I'm your night girl. I'm night watch. I got this. But I woke up. I mean, like, I sat up immediately because I heard his phone and just the weird tone of the the other reporter. What Nate? I forget the look. Eric. Yeah, and I was just like, oh my God, and I knew, and I was like, okay. All I'm saying is, you got that 50 miles on of death. I mean, after the fact, looking hindsight, why didn't they utilize that? Just saying. I don't understand. So that's why I think it's significant for them to be buried in his backyard. There is some kind of significance to that. in his beliefs and or satanic stuff.
I mean, it really almost makes sense. There's like, what, and then, but then we look back and he tried to get that mobile home or whatever he was going to try to cook there.
Okay, hold on. I did think of something, and I need help. When I think of something, I'm like, whoa, and I like that because I want to know. Okay, riddle me this, and I think I posted this the other day. Never did check. Melanie Gibb and David Warwick did not sleep in the same bedroom. Lori had her room, and JJ had a mattress in the corner of her room. So that means Melanie slept in Tyler's room on a mattress and a box spring, I'm sure. And then, so does that mean that David slept on a box spring? Because the mattress was in Lori's room. Was it that mattress? Was it just a pallet? I want to know. I mean, not that it matters, but it does. Because then, if they're not telling the truth,
right,
liars.
Well, Melanie said that David slept in JJ's room, but JJ doesn't sleep in JJ's room, and she slept in Tyler's room.
Right, and the nanny thing that I read, I mean, that y'all made me cry. I cried when I read that, and I mean, I have it really close, and I go back and read it, and I'm just like, poor baby. And I'm not saying Tylee to y'all. I am Tylee gone. It's not that I'm forgetting one or the other. They're together. In my mind, in my heart, and my soul, those two are together. I told Mom, I was like, I hope, I don't know how Colby feels, and everything, but when they do release the remains, I'm like, I can't fathom separating them. So I don't know how this will work out. I pray to God that it'll work out so that they're not apart. I know it's just not that we had much say so over that anyways, but on all three, and then I think about Tammy. I do. Tammy's on my mind all the time. I pray for her. I pray for her kids. Even with the raccoon things, I'm just like, oh my God. But I found a bunch of raccoon pictures this morning, and I've got some comebacks. No. I'll just... that's what I used to do for anger management. I was like, well, I'd go and I'd just make all these gifts and stuff.
Yeah.
And not, they've been shared 28,000 times. I'm like, oh Lord. I was thinking at the time, I hope I don't get sued or punished for this or whatever. And then I was like, screw it, I don't really care. There's just so many highs and lows and peaks and valleys, and you do see the beauty in it. You see the lives, how many lives across the globe their story has reached and continues to reach. So it's like, I want to make something from that. I want to build off the platform that they were murdered for, and I want to make some good things happen. JJ was autistic, okay? We can do some autism things. We can do the maybe something, I always wanted to call it reset, where if you're a mother or caregiver or whatever, and you're just tired of your kids and you don't freaking want them anymore, just go drop them off. Not a newborn. Newborns too, but no age discrepancy. Just drop them off. Just don't kill them, and no harm, no foul, just leave them alone. Just some an advocate, and because it's not just JJ and Tylee, it's everywhere, and people are nutting up, and I just am like, what the hell is really going on? What is going on?
Yeah.
But I wanted to call it reset. Reset.
That's a great idea.
Just to reset. I got that idea from John Crimes.
Yeah.
He has really good videos, and he tells it in a good story form, you know.
Yes, he's excellent.
I was like, I dropped to my knees when I saw it, and I was like, when he said it was one about Ganon, he was calling to Ganon in heaven, and I knew Ganon, but y'all, this was happening at the same time that the kids were missing. So I mean,
Right. Right.
And so, it's not that I didn't care. It's just I couldn't handle anything else. But it's horrible, you know. But you know, and then John, you know, is talking again in the video, and he's like, you know, if you happen to meet a little boy named JJ and his sister Kai learn how to play Sonic, and you know, and I was just like, oh God, you know, I mean, it's touching, and it's beautiful, and it's a mess, but I mean, it is what it is. This is God's plan. We have no control over it, never did, and we still don't. So we just have to do the best we can with what we have, and we just have to pay it forward with love. And I mean, I know it's hard, but I'm so glad that my mom, and I guess her family, all of, you know, the Vallow side for sure, we were just raised to be a bigger person and turn the other cheek, and you know, don't entertain it. Now, like Mark mean the other day, I was just like, ah! It was a bad day, you know, and I don't normally do that, but you know what? I'm like, they have all these rights and this and that, and I'm just like, I feel restrained. I feel like I'm in jail, you know.
Yeah.
But I do have something I want to show y'all. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my wallet.
All right.
This is something that, oh my goodness, that I have been holding on to quite some time. Oh, it's $1 million bill.
Oh my gosh.
It's fake, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. It's Uncle Charles's life insurance.
Oh.
Joking. And you got to be quicker than that. You got to be quicker. Oh, it in fact is not worth $1 million. All that. Oh my God, she's so full of herself. But I want, and I just don't think, I think it's frowned upon if family sends this. But I just sometimes just want to send anonymous letters and put glitter in them, and just when she opens them, she just has freaking glitter or like confetti or
some she's allergic to.
I can think of some really like some June bug carcasses. I don't know. Y'all talk a lot of stuff. I have a very rampant imagination.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Say that again?
She deserves it.
100%. Oh, yeah. And yeah, about the 100%. You know, I don't say the C word, like the. Yeah. Because like I don't want to give her any ideas, you know. Like, because you're not crazy. She knew better. She knows better. She still knows better.
She knows better.
She's choosing this. And the worst form of this narcissism is the silent treatment. Oh my God. I'm just like, you know, at first, I mean, like she is going to have, that is her last word. She was continually and still kind of does hold that power over us. And screw her for that. Shame on her. Shame on her. Shame on her.
Yeah. It's a big manipulative tool.
I don't know what happened. I mean, they're both equally toxic. They were the perfect combination of a shit show. I mean, and here we are. And I mean, like I said, I just think they all should go down. Every one of them. Every one of them.
What do you think about Melanie Gibb?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't. At first, I was like, "Oh, good," and then I was like, "Screw that." You know, I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, pat on the back." You know, why? To save your butt? You know,
Yeah.
you didn't do it to be noble. I mean,
Right.
I'm glad that she found herself afterwards. I don't wish any harm on her, ill feelings. I just feel like she knows a lot more, just like Melanie Pulaski. Like she really got it. She drives me insane. When she was coming out with the my cousins and this and that, I was like, oh my god. Y'all hold me back. Just take my phone from me because I'm about to go crazy. And all the notes that I have from like going to answer, or, whatever, and they ended up just being really sarcastic or horrible and horrific, or just really funny, and or I just lost interest, But I'd copy and paste them, and y'all go back and look, and I'm like. Like, oh, wow, or whoa, you were in a dark place, sister, But I mean, it bothers me. It bothers a lot of people, y'all, and it's my nephew.
Yeah.
My baby,
Bottom
my
line.
brother's baby,
Children.
and Uncle Charles he loved us, and I mean, the last conversation I had with my Uncle Charles was whenever Mom, was helping Uncle Charles move, and I was up at my mom and dad's office, and I had just kind of noticed, he was on his phone, and he's a deep, methodical thinker, and I could just read him. And I looked over at him, and I was like, look, I said, I just, want to let you know, I really, not envy, but admire how you are with JJ. Like, JJ started to have a meltdown, and Uncle Charles just dropped to his level, and he's like, he's just calming. And y'all, my papa, Leland Vallow, which my Uncle Charles is named after, he you know, he had 7 kids with my grandmother, but then she left, and then he married my step grandmother, my mom Mary, and she's still around. Maybe if we can get her on here, she's a hoot. And uh, anyways, but she has 6 daughters and 1 son. And Billy, he has Downs. And my papa to Billy, I saw that in Charles with JJ. And I mean, I just was like, that's that's just beautiful, 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 beautiful. And when I told him that, instead of taking the compliment, as we all don't, he, he leaned forward and he said, Crush, he said, how do we get to Todd? My brother. And I was like, I don't know, Uncle Charles. I don't know. I don't know. We've been trying. He's got to, want it. But it's like he was, kind of knew he was, his fate was coming. And
Wow.
And so it took me a while to tell my brother that, and I did though, because I felt it was important. And it has been. He's coming around. Slow and steady wins the race. We're not in a hurry for anything, as far as justice and I mean, I'm okay. Like, they'll come when they come. The murder charges will come when they come, and they're coming. They're coming. I mean, how can you not? They didn't just they didn't just end up there. They didn't end up there at all. They didn't just walk over there and I can get no, let's not go there. But I'm thinking about dressing like a zombie for Halloween. We are zombies. I mean, orange and white with red lipstick.
Totally, that was
People get offended when I talk about zombies, but I want them to realize that my mom is a zombie. I love zombies. My nephew was a zombie. I love them.
right.
You know,
Zombies roll.
Oprah's a zombie. She's still rich. She's still rich. You
She's
know.
got a list of zombies. Well, sign me up.
But I mean, does anybody know if there was a podcast done on September 22nd? From Gibb and Warwick and Lori and friends.
That's a great question. Was that ever? They pulled everything.
I've never seen it. Nobody has ever seen it.
Yeah, that's a great question. It'd be really, somebody needs to get on that one.
I think so too. There's just some things, you know, that just, I have them written down. I just don't have them right here.
I've been in contact. I don't know if there's like a weird feedback, but when I've been in contact with some Melanie Gibb's friends from the get-go, I can ask them. I can email them and see if they know anything about that podcast.
Melanie's friends?
Yeah.
What is her maiden name? That's
Melanie Gibb.
I did not look up.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Too.
And y'all, I think there might be some ancestral. They not Lori and Chad aren't only celestial, but they might be ancestral. No, but
nothing surprises me.
The tree just goes up. It just doesn't go. It doesn't branch off too far.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very confusing. So it's taken some time to really break it down. But I got to verify it first, of course. And it would explain a lot. You know, it would explain a whole lot. You know, like I was looking through Zalima's probate case. I had just happened to catch that back in March on accident. And Mom was like, good job. But she went straight to the courthouse and filed on behalf of Alex, you know. And I don't really understand the terminology. However, my daughter's godfather here, since we're so slow with the coronavirus and the hurricanes and everything, he's got a lot of time on his hands. So I'm thinking about calling him and just see if he wants to partner up with me a little bit and help me with the law part of it. You know, like what the words mean. Because, you know, kind of get lost with them. I do.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. And I was really pissed off the day that inmate, you know, came out with they came out with a story about the inmate with Lori. I was just like, ugh. I mean, I was pretty mad, but we were evacuated at the time too, so everything was just frustrating. So, but it's getting better, y'all. It still looks like bombs have gone off.
Really?
Everything's to the road. You have to separate. I mean, trees everywhere. Y'all, you can stand where a tree uprooted. You can stand in it. I mean, it's so weird. So weird. And this town does not look the same whatsoever. The Calcasieu Marine Bank that my grandfather worked in, my Papa Vallow. My Papa Vallow was a doomsday. He wrote a doomsday book too, by the way.
Really?
54 pages long. It's free. And it's called Countdown. Countdown to the End of Time, or Countdown. It's on Lulu, and it's Leland Vallow. And this was after he went to he went and shook hands with Pope John Paul II. You know, he's very Catholic. And anyways, okay, sorry, feel better now. But yeah, I didn't know this until we evacuated, and I was like, Mom, you didn't tell me that Papa, you know, wrote a book. She was like, oh yeah. And she was like, ask your Uncle Bobby, he'll know more about it. And everybody was just so busy, and there was 23 of us there. Thank God they have a huge property. But I read it, I mean, it was quick, but I mean, it's basically straight from the Bible, like to prepare for 3 days of darkness or something like that. So I was like, okay, because preparing this is okay. It's the killing I'm not okay with. It's the
Yeah.
murders. That
Right.
that's like,
Right.
you know. And why did they? Why, if they were in charge of leading the 144,000 souls, why were they in charge of killing or getting rid of zombies? Wouldn't that be somebody else's department? I want to know who's in control of these hurricanes.
Yeah, right.
Well, I'm
Well,
like, who is doing that? Okay, because Zalima and whatever, Alex.
they did earthquakes with Zulema and Alex.
And then I'm like, well, who in the hell is doing the damn hurricanes? Because we have another one, I think I saw yesterday, and I was like, oh, just do us in, you know. I mean, we love where we live. We don't hardly ever get this. It's just it's our turn.
Yeah.
So
A nightmare.
yeah, it's just terrible. But you just have to keep your head up. It's hard, but then you look at your kids and you're like, it's not that hard.
Right.
You know, Ashlyn was really close, really, really close, and she's a lot like my mom. She doesn't show her feelings. She puts on a broad, you know, what do you call it? Brave front, and then falls apart behind the scenes. Which was crazy because Larry is usually the rock, and I was like, "What's going on?" And he made me cry, you know, watching him cry. It's just, I just hate how she has done this to all of us, you know, to even Cole and Zach, you know. Charles is my cousin's, his other sons, and my Aunt Cheryl. I mean, bless her heart. Um, I always loved her.
Oh,
You know, but I mean, she of all people went to bat, pun intended, for my uncle, who she had a horrible custody battle with. You know, I mean, that says a lot. You know, I know a lot of people say that when they're about their family members. Oh, they were perfect, and but yeah, he was just a really all out good guy. I'm not saying he was perfect. We're not, and I don't judge him. You know,
nobody does.
I mean, if anything, we have in common, my picker was broken for a long time too. I was picking the wrong ones. But I don't know.
Yeah, my picker's been broken forever. My picker's way broken.
Thank God mine finally, my mom was like, okay, you're good now. You're good. Stop. So, and all in the midst of this, our doctor, all of our doctor, he's been our doctor since I was 15. So I'm 42. So a very long time. And he passed away of aneurysm. And I was like, who am I going to tell my bull crap to now? You know, where do I start? You know? So, I don't know. We just have to, I want some things I want to make things happen in their honor. Changes, awareness, policies changing. You know, police aren't bad. They really do have a hard job. There's those bad apples, just like in religion. There's those bad apples. You know, doesn't make them all bad. Um, I mean, I sit here and I've watched, you know, like Hermosillo and them, and I'm just like, you know, I feel for them, and you know, it was a lot for them to take in, and it still is. And my favorite though, and like I watched it this morning, was the Special Agent Daniels. He is my favorite. He's like in the pet cemetery designated that I designated for this area. I mean, he like goes back at price, and I'm just like, you know, like it's like a little soap opera. Mm. But y'all need to go watch it. It's pretty good because he was over explaining, so it pissed Price off. So what?
Oh, that's hilarious. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. Yeah.
What? Thank you for unmuting me.
Because there's something weird going on with the audio, so I was like,
It's crackling when you talk.
When I talk, so I think like if I mute you when I talk, does it happen? Let me know. I'm gonna try one time. So now is it happening? Is it crackling when I'm talking still? You're still hearing the crackling. Okay. So then that's not it. Then I don't know.
I always hit it. I always hit my phone.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but I muted myself.
I don't know. Yeah, and you.
I don't know. Technology.
Huh?
I said technology. I don't know.
I mean, I love hate it. I love hate it. I had it all set up, and then we went on like some refugees. We were Tom Pettying. But anyways, and it's just been chaos. And then me and Jason wrote out the second one, Delta, and I'll never do that again. No, I was just like, Jason, come back in. You're gonna be decapitated. No, I mean I see now why Jim Cantori's like. I'm like, don't quit exaggerating, but no, they're not. But I'm like, get out of it. Wear a suit or something, or some some armor.
Yeah.
Really.
Ugh.
It's crazy here. Crazy. But we're thankful for the Cajun Navy. They have been an immense help here.
Oh, good.
Not so much our governor. No governor. No governor's good here. No.
Wow. Oh, in California. So, the governor here is.
I've never been there.
No.
Been to Tennessee one time with my mom, and then she was like, anywhere you want to go, because my other uncle was killed in an airplane crash on his plane, so I'm just I'm good with the traumas.
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, but so I had a fear, but anyways, both times I was laying in my mom's lap, as we were taking off or coming down. But anyways, we left from Houston, went to touchdown in Phoenix, didn't even get down. We went to Vegas. And she was so upset with me because I kept staying in the room. LSU was playing, and then the Saints played. So I was like, that'll be out there. I don't gamble, so whatever. And she was like, you're so weird. You're so weird, And I'm just like, I'll meet you. I got this. But we ran into my Uncle Charles and Lori at Planet Hollywood, out of all places. This is back in 2008, 2010. Hell, I don't know. I'll have to look back at my Google photos. But, I mean, that was so odd. No. That's like seeing somebody on the interstate.
That is weird.
Hi, Nate, sorry.
That's crazy.
It is.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Uh-huh.
I said, what are you doing here? Weird.
Really? And then I have a picture where I was like taking a selfie, and Lori was like, no, I'm like, I don't know why she did that, but anyways, I bet it really, now I think about it, I bet it really screwed with her head as to why we showed up, because she was such a control freak. And you know how they isolate, and that's exactly how it was, I mean, Mom and Larry were able to still carry and continue their role as grandparents, but we kind of got left back in the dust.
Yeah.
But I don't, it's nobody's fault. I could have reached out more. I just didn't know my place, and I was scared to ask. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Just kind of didn't want to step on anybody's toes. But now I know that, my mama taught me this. She said, when you have a problem and it's just, eating you alive, she leaned back and she said, "Can it eat you?" And I was like, "No, ma'am. It cannot eat me." And well, I was like, "It can't eat me." So
That's
I mean,
a good
no
point.
problems, I mean, if it don't eat me, then I'm good.
Right.
I can tackle the problem. So, and I can, I can do all things through Christ.
That's right.
know?
That's right.
So I really appreciate you letting me talk. I know I'm
Oh,
just
yeah, of course.
I
Thank
had
you.
to take one of my blood pressure medicine before I got home because my whole side of my face started getting all. I can feel it.
You need to go like spotting.
Yeah, I gotta go paint the rest of my bathroom.
Oh, well, it's not really a
I
spot
don't
day.
have to, but yeah.
Well, I do appreciate it. Thank you for coming on. Anytime. Pop on anytime, really.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not really in a. Usually, I'm more. I guess I don't know what to say. Like, not enthusiastic, but I'm more driven. Today I'm just wiped out. Yesterday I
Okay.
was wiped out. I felt real funky yesterday, and that's why I was kind of nervous about today because I was like, what if I just don't have anything to talk about? And I'm like, you have a whole lot to talk about, But
Yeah. No, but
I try and find. So I've been finding pictures and stuff too, you know. So hopefully I'll be able to, share a couple here and there, and but I really do appreciate y'all having me. And my mom did tell me the only time I was on time was my due date, May 3rd.
oh, you were on time you were born. That's pretty good.
That's the first and last, she said. So I don't do it on purpose. I really just get so sidetracked or I dread something. And so, not dread it, it's just intimidating.
Yeah.
So I'm working on it. I really am. And
Oh,
thank
you're
God
awesome. We're fine.
crucifying me, please.
You're fine. Yeah.
But it's been real. It's been fun. And we'll do it again.
Yeah.
Hopefully after some more of this stuff comes out. Right now
It's kind of a calm.
stagnant, and so. But I mean, still want to talk about it every day. That's what I do. I go through my YouTube, and that's where I stay. I'm in YouTube world. When I show my mom something, she's like, "And so who are they?" And I'm like, "That's so and so." And what are they? That's their YouTube channel. I was like, just think of it like Justin Lum and Nadine. That's their news station. Okay. I'm down here. And it felt good to see Marilyn here. I love Marilyn.
She's awesome. She's been a really good support of my channel.
I look at her. She's just a sweet soul. And, when I found out that she had kind of been like a room mother, I guess you could say, I was like, oh, she's in here. And so I just felt, not having my mom around, it just kind of felt good. So, but anyways, if you have any questions, and I really do have some things written down, and let's just all put our thinking caps on and let's figure this out.
Yes.
Let's help the investigators.
Right? It makes them
spend our time.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
So, but thank you so much.
You go then. Unless you have anything else you want to throw out. You good?
Not right now. Just
okay.
Like I said, I'm kind of numb today.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate you coming on. People ask these questions all the time, and it's really nice to hear somebody like you that this is your family. This isn't just us and YouTube land. So
it's
really
hard.
appreciate it.
It's hard because you can't just say, you can relate to murder victim families of murder. I'm a victim. We're victims, but I don't know how to say it. I'm not trying to steal my family's victimness thunder, no, they're the victims, but it's a domino effect, and so we're stuck with having to live with all this stuff, and again, I've said it before in other places, that I read stuff that I never want to read. I watch stuff I never wanted to watch. I've learned things I just, I'm just like, what the hell, and there are the rabbit holes, but sometimes, that's where you got to go. And this one is full of them. I'm like, when's this movie going to end? And I'm like, oh, wait. It's not a movie. It have to be a really long movie, if so. It'd have to be like Gone with the Wind or The North and the South. Weren't they long movies or something? Like chapters.
Really long. Yeah.
Anyways, thank y'all.
All right, Kresha, thank you. And we'll talk again for sure, okay?
No problem, yes. And just make it like an hour earlier. That way I'll be there on time. Just don't lie to me. Lie.
Oh, I'll lie to you. Okay.
Set me up.
Okay, deal.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye, Kresha. Take care. All right. I don't know what that happened with the audio, you guys. It was very strange. And when I'm talking, I could hear it too. It's like a like right now I don't hear it. So I don't know. Weird, right? But that was really nice of her to come on. And I know there's a lot to talk about still. We probably barely touched some of you guys' questions, but we will talk on, on the Facebook group or Discord. And then I know I just it's super distracting because you guys kept telling me about the audio and there was nothing I could do about it. So then I'm like trying to mute her and mute me, which made it really hard. So, but it was like do you still hear it right now? Is it there right now? But I was really just wanting her and let her have the floor and let her have the platform. I really don't have a lot, just, I didn't need to be talking. And when I did talk, you guys were like, stop, your microphone's too loud and you're this and you're that. But I don't know what happened. It was probably just some kind of feedback between the two computers and the two audios. But either way, she got her point across. It was really awesome to have her on. She's so sweet, such a nice lady. I've watched her back and forth with messages, and she's such an advocate for her family that it was just really nice that she agreed to come on our show. And like I said, our heart goes out. Like, we are not even affected in the way they are, but we're affected, So, anyways, I apologize about the audio. I don't know what happened. Like I said, I'm still not, my microphone, my new desk doesn't have the thing for me to plug my other microphone in, so it might have had something to do with it. But right now I'm doing the same thing I was the whole time. So I don't know. But again, we're not professional newscasters here. We are just learning as we go. So I could remote and check, but you sound fine here. Okay. So I just think it was like, how Robbie, sometimes when we're doing the Zoom call or whatever, you're like, Kathy, turn your audio. I just feel like there was something with that. But you guys heard her, right? Because that was what's most important, is to listen to what she had to say. And what a great guest. I'm really, really impressed and happy. And she's sweet. And I know she was like having nervousness about coming on and everything, but this is her family and this is her story. And, and it's like she said, it's horrible. And she has such a good attitude about it, I think. Like, she's strong and smart and just has like a genuine sense of caring. Like, she doesn't even hate Lori. Like, you know what I mean? Just a really genuine, nice person. And yeah, I mean, they've been hit by the hurricanes. She just was saying that her fiance was in hospital sick with surgery, like boom, 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 boom. Like, they have been through so much. I mean, it's unbelievable. And, Kay and Larry, like I said, a million times about Kay and Larry, we would not even probably have Chad and Lori in jail if Kay and Larry didn't pound and pound and pound to get some answers. Where's JJ, the welfare check, all that stuff, because that was just such a big deal. And, you know, I mean, if they didn't do that, we wouldn't. Lori's an asshole. She won't let us to talk to JJ. We're never going to get to see our grandson again. We're never going to talk to him again. And Lori could have kept going, no, you're a jerk. I don't want him to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And they could have been like, wow, maybe when he gets older, we might be able to have a relationship with them. But for now, his mother's in control of everything. And Lori could have got away with that if they didn't insist, you know, and put all those pieces together. So this is like such a big deal that family caused such a havoc in Lori's life, which put them in jail. And like Kresha says, at least there has to be murder charges at some point. There has to be. And we know that Arizona has mentioned that there will be murder charges or something to do with Charles's murder coming at Lori in early 2021 or late 2020. So that should be happening as well. But if you guys are new here and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, so I'm talking loud, so I should talk lower. Please subscribe and like, and if you want to join our membership, we will do happy hour again on Friday, because we do it every Friday and every 2 Fridays a month. Normally it'll be the second Friday and the last Friday of the month. So we will do happy hour because I owe you guys extra from my move and stuff. Thank you, good grandma. I really appreciate the donation. 47 in Kansas, Garden City, 40 minimum Western Dodge City, Highway 50. Would love to live in California. Yeah, big difference with the weather. The weather is probably the best part about California, is the weather. Thank you so much, Ron. And I'm from Kansas. Appreciate you guys. And if she's loud, use your audio control. Well, there's that. There is that. Thank you. That's true. You guys have buttons too, right? And again, you know, my house has these 10-foot ceilings and they're really high up there. And so I'm getting used to the new environment, and it, you know, I probably need to make a little studio area with some sound insulation and that kind of thing too. But I don't want to just blow off the show to get settled in the house, because there's stuff we want to talk about, you know. So things will get better. We'll get everything. I'll get a background again, and we'll make it better. I promise. Any final thoughts, questions, or hitting the like button before I go? Yeah, it should move in. Like, this is basically an empty room. You know, I have a desk in here. So my mom is, how's my mom doing? She's settling in. She, you know, she's 83 and she has mobility issues, and she's very stubborn, and I tell her to stop using the cane and she should be using her walker, and then she gets annoyed with me because I'm telling her what to do. So, but she's doing well. She's much happier here, much happier here. And yes, happy birthday again to Mary. What was this one? Lori and Alex were on a roll. Joe, then Charles attempt on Brandon, the kids and Tammy. You could even wonder about Lori's old lawyer and the sister Stacy. Yeah. Yeah, the old lawyer was interesting. That was brought up to me months and months and months ago. And there's Kresha. Hi. They should get life in prison and life sentences for all their extra lives. There you go. Right. For all their extra lives. Right. Right. For real. They had, you know, how many lives? They get to do it again. So for every life you've ever had and every life you ever will have, you get life. Sounds like a perfect sentence to me. Thanks, Kresha. Right. What did Kresha say about the kids' remains being released for a burial? I think I missed it. I'm not sure. I think she said they don't know yet. Is that right, Kresha? I know she's still in the chat. So multiple probations, right. Multiple probations of life in prison for your lives, for your multiple probation lives. Absolutely. Yeah, she's down. Right. Works. And but really, seriously, Kresha, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And you're welcome. I'm here every Saturday morning. So if you ever want to pop in, let me know and we'll have you on to talk about it. Okay, she says that they haven't released the remains yet. The FBI still has them. So we're still waiting on that. Oh, and then look, Robbie says, everyone go follow at Kresha K. Easton Trahan, because she's got her YouTube too. So head over there, go over there too, because that would be really awesome. I need to catch up over there as well. Sounds like a date. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I hope that Chad gets repeated in rare prosecutors. We do wish some really bad things on that man. I can't help it. I can't. Eleni says thank you to Kresha. Everyone appreciates that you came in. Thanks so much. All right, guys. I think I'm going now. You're my darn blind guy, by the way. Not the blind guy, but the guy that's supposed to hang my damn blinds has messaged me and said that I'm not going to be able to make it today. You know, I have called like a bunch of different handymen, and I keep saying, wait, oh, okay, I have it handled because this guy's supposed to come. And then I tell the other guy, never mind. And then this guy puts me off again. Oh, love to you all. Love to all of you. Our families couldn't have made it this far without you all. Thank you, Kresha. It's been the whole social media community that's really been behind and following this. I really think, there's a lot of crap that goes on in social media and on these channels and stuff like that. And there's a lot of baloney that goes on behind the scenes between members and different things that really have nothing to do with nothing. But in the long run, I think keeping, however the kids' names can stay in the news and the story can stay and it doesn't go cold, it makes sense to talk about it, no matter what the avenue is on social media. I think it's really important. And that's why I do this. Just like why I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse because, yeah, I make a living being a nurse, but I'm doing something good in the world. And I feel like I want my channel to be the same. Yeah, you make a little bit of money on YouTube, but you're doing something good in the world. And I like to keep like this type of crime story alive, especially when it comes to children, and it's so unfair. So thank you. We're right behind you, behind Kay and Larry. We are all on your side. I know there's some other people that are trying to ride the coattails and stuff like that. Whatever, they're secondary, they're irrelevant. But your family and those, Tylee and JJ, Charles and Tammy, are what matters. And the more we talk about it, the people still come on and be like, I never heard about this. What is this? So the more we talk about it, the more we keep it out there. And the more it helps, I think, in the big picture of things. But you do a lot of work that consumes your time, energy, and your emotion. Oh yeah. It's, a lot of times after I'll do like a deeper look in everything and really wrap my mind around it, I have nightmares. Like seriously, I have nightmares sometimes about this happening or that kind of tie into it. So it does really drain all of us that are invested here at times, but it's so important. It's just important. And Robbie says, the more people know about this stuff, they can spot it in society and try to stop it or help other people. Right. Because you go, oh my gosh, remember the crazy doomsday people? Look at this lady's acting just like this. She, red flag. Like if there's another one, Oh, thank you. A little bit. It comes in, and I have such a great community. So it's awesome. And people watch the best way to support the channel is to watch the ads when they come up, which is really funny, but it does help a lot. It adds up. You are so passionate about your work. It's very honorable and important and personable. It shows that you're a caring person. Thank you. I try. Yes. awareness, and reaching the most people and places you can. Time is of the essence with missing children and people, right? And you notice, like, sometimes people put it off, or they poo-poo it, and they think, oh, you know, the kid's just a runaway or this or that, and then boom, they've lost hours that matter. Stace on the case, what'd you find? I can't remember who asked, but found it on public records. Was it, oh, thank you, Mary. We sent you Donna's statement to Linda and Messenger. Okay, thank you. Stace on the case, what did you find? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, Kresha was asking about it. Did y'all see that Melanie Gibbs' last name is Sibley? There you go, Kresha. Sibley, S-I-B-L-E-Y. And also, yes, true. Report any elder or child abuse to suspect any abuse. Absolutely. Sibley. There you go. Melanie Gibbs. That's her maiden name? Sibley. So there you go. Yeah, Kresha was the one that was asking about that. So that's there. Look, we had a question answered. Perfect. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Stace on the case. Yeah, put a bunch of heads together. We can make things happen around here for sure. You guys are the best. All right, so I'm gonna wind this up. And thank you guys all for being here today. I know it was long. A lot of it, you know, was just me blah blah blahing about the weather and stuff. But the best part was we had our guest, and I really appreciate her being here. Thank you, Kresha. All right, I am going to head out and go. Maybe put my closet together. About time I did that. So take care, and I will talk to you all very soon. Go to Discord. We can talk over there as well, okay? I think Robbie put the link in the comments. I need to put the link in the description, Robbie. That's what I need. All right, take care, y'all. Bye. Have a great weekend.